Are you tired of feeling like you're working hard day after day, but you're not moving forward financially? Well, if that's you, then stick around for this. I'm a mom of four. I lost my job. I got laid off back last November. It was the day after coming back from maternity leave from having my twins, and I had been with the company for 15 years, and I decided to take matters into my own hands. I had a really great job. I enjoyed what I did. I made really good money, but I knew there was more. There, just like some of you feel, there's got to be more, right? I had this great career, but what could I do to make that better? What can I do now that I have this opportunity to change this future of mine because an obstacle was put in my path? How can I turn this into something even better for mine and my family's future? And that's how I want you to think about it. We have obstacles in front of us, but think of those obstacles as opportunities to do something different. So, what are you doing right now that you can change or leverage to have a better financial future? Let's talk about it. So today we're going to talk about how you move from survival mode to stability to eventually wealth. So the first thing a lot of people they don't like to have to budget and restrict themselves on their day-to-day activities. And I am not keen on micromanaging your budget, okay? You just need to be aware of what you're spending. Have you seen those apps where it tells you what subscriptions you have? And sometimes you're surprised to realize, oh shoot, I've been paying for this and this, or I've been paying for Audible and I thought I just had a free trial 8 months ago, and for the past 7 months I've been paying. Those kind of things are what I'm talking about. You need to be aware of everything that you're spending. I'm not saying go crazy, tell yourself you can't have coffee on the days that you are out and about and want some coffee. That's, to me, sometimes you need those things to get through your life, right? But I'm talking about the little things that you absolutely are not even using, and it's just really a waste. Like, for example, I had Sling TV, and I have been paying for it for 4 years now because I liked having the option of TV if we wanted to watch something other than streaming Netflix and other things. And I realized that we don't ever use it. I mean, maybe once in a blue moon I go through there and find some cartoon for the kids, or I try to watch the news, but it's not even something that I use on a weekly basis. And if so, it was like so minimal. It was not worth $45 a month that I was spending. And you know what? I decided, let me just cancel it, and I can always add it back. I can always get it again. And I canceled it, and you know what? I haven't looked back. I am like completely fine with not having that. And I have been just throwing away $45 every single month. And so these are the type of things that I'm talking about. Be aware of what you're spending. Be aware of what is within your budget and where there's excess waste. The next thing you need to consider is your debt. You need to know, you cannot be in denial. You have to be aware of everything that you have outstanding, everything financially that's going on in your life. You need to know what your bills are. You need to know all of the things that you're paying money towards each month and debt in your name. So you need to make sure that you're working towards paying that debt off. The smart way to pay off your debt, that is by paying off the highest interest credit card first, okay? So if one card is 25% interest, another one is 15, and another one is 5, you want to pay the minimum on all of them. You don't want to not pay the minimum, but you want to pay the extra towards the card with the highest interest, the 25%. And then once you get that one paid off, you move down to the next highest and then the next highest. But you need to make it priority to pay off your debts. And you really should be cutting back even more during this time if you have a lot of debt, because it's going to be really hard to get ahead if you're paying for the past. So the next thing I would do is look at your income stream options. Rich people, wealthy people, they build wealth based off of multiple income streams. They have their primary source of income, and sometimes that's a 9 to 5 job. Other times, they're an entrepreneur and they have their own businesses, but they all have other streams of income, and you need to decide what works for you and what side hustles you want to start so that you can start making some extra money. I have a video, 7 side hustle ideas to get started. Very simple. You should check it out. But I suggest reselling. There's Poshmark, there's eBay, and that's a really easy thing to get started with. There's content creation that takes time to build, but if you're serious and you give it the time and commitment to doing it every single day, then you can grow that into something that can be an extra stream of income for you and your family. Affiliate marketing, making commission on sales. Those are all things that you can do to make money, and they may not be for you. There may be something else out there. Dog walking, babysitting. There's just so many ways out there to make money. Don't limit yourself. The next thing, you need to make sure you have the mindset of a wealthy person. You want to understand what it takes to be financially free, to become rich, become wealthy. And wealthy is like generational. It's something more than just being able to afford a designer dress or a designer bag. It is generational so that you and your kids are good. They can go to college, and you're still going to have a lot of money left over at the end of your retirement, and more money to pass on to your kids in the future. Rich is quick money. Wealthy is a sustainable system. It is long-term. It is building wealth for the forever, hopefully. Surround yourself with people that are like-minded. Don't surround yourself with the people that are going broke and building debt and not saving and don't understand money and don't care to. Those kind of people will bring you down. You need to have the people around you that are focused on the same goals as you, so that your focus is where it needs to be for your financial future. Have you ever heard the saying, you don't ever want to be the smartest person in the room? Well, that is so true, because you want to be learning from people around you. You want to be able to have people that have learned more, have more life experience than you, can teach you things and motivate you, inspire you. And that is the kind of circle you want to surround yourself with. Small daily decisions compound. There is the book Atomic Habits, and I recommend that book because it is so true. It's such a basic, simple concept, but the idea of it is so powerful. It's that one little thing can compound into daily habits that can change your future over time. So it's all about being 1% better every single day. And that 1% better every single day is compounding over each day, so that at the end of a year, you have made leaps and bounds in change, but you didn't feel it because the day to day, you just did a teensy bit more, just a little bit more every day. And that allowed you to gain all this traction by the end of the year. From that small change every day. Your future self will thank you for starting this today, and start changing that mindset now. Once you decide you're going to do something, stick with it. That is my number one pet peeve, is people that do not stay committed to things they say they're going to do. I am a very dedicated, committed person. So if I say I'm going to do it, you better believe I'm going to do it. And so that's what I want you guys to do. If you're saying you want to change your future, be financially free, and build wealth one day, you do it. Do it. There's no excuse. Make up your mind and do it, and start taking those steps every single day. Again, your future self will thank you. You are very capable. So like, subscribe if you like this video, and check out my other video on the 7 side hustles. I'm going to be posting a lot more content like this, so subscribe so you can stick around and learn along with me.